Today's topic is friends. How many of us have them? Friends. Ones you can depend on. You know, I had to hit the bars real quick.
Bad bitches. I'm pretty than a motherfucker. Hoes be looking okay. She think that she fucking with me. Is this bitch okay? He said he ain't fucking around. I look at him like okay. I used to be
High
a
volume,
bitch,
high volume,
bitch,
high
okay.
volume.
I'm pretty than a motherfucker. Hoes be looking.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Show Me the Monet. You know what day it is. It is Wine Down Wednesday, and of course, you know who I am. I am Monet, sister girl.
You already know who it is. It's your favorite big mama, Asia.
And of course, if you didn't pay attention to last week's episode, you know I have got my favorite wine glasses from Glassware, the Barbie wine glasses. And this week, the wine of choice, if you have not heard of it yet, is the Sweet Lolly wine. Now, about this wine, it is 17% alcohol. So if you have not tried it yet, all you need is one bottle, 2 people, and it's definitely going to get you lit. So go get you a bottle and try it ASAP. So it's been a week, and what a week it has been. There's so much going on, and matter of fact, while it is Wednesday, we just heard about that school shooting down in Georgia, and that is so tragic. I am praying for all those people down there, because that's insane. Like, these school shootings are literally getting so crazy. It's ridiculous, but it's definitely a horrific story. You can't even send your kids to school without having to worry about shootings.
Your kids to school in a bulletproof book bag and vest.
It's definitely becoming more and more common, and I think that is just so sickening that you can't even get through a whole school year without hearing it's a shooting at a high school or an elementary school or a college. Like, it's sad. It's getting worse and worse, and I really don't see no trend of it getting any better. But anyway, shout out to those people. We're definitely praying for them. Friends. And what I mean by friends is, how do you pick and choose your friend group? Like, how do you put your friends in specific boxes? Now, is it like associates, close friends, best friends, or is it just like friends in general? You don't have any best friends? And what do you do with your friend group? Things like that. So one thing that was on my mind about having certain types of friends is a statement I heard about birds. What's the statement?
Birds of a feather flock together.
I read that today. Birds of a feather flock together. And whether you think that's always the case, so definitely drop in the comments if you think that birds of a feather flock together, or is that not so cool? Or is that not so much of the dynamic? Now, my personal opinion, I don't per se think that birds of a feather flock together. I don't think that friend group, at least not my friend group, like, I don't think we're one all in the same. I just feel as though, you know, we have our different things that we do. And the thing I love about my friend group is that it's mostly a no judge zone. Like, you do what you do, I do what I do. We're here to support each other, but it's definitely a no judge zone between us. And I think that plays a part in why we've been so tight all of these years, especially me and you, because it's like, you know what I've been through. That, like, there's no person in this world that knows me better than she does, and still to this day, it's a no judge zone. That's my sister. It's no judge over here.
You tell you about yourself when you're wrong,
Of course,
but
likewise.
exactly. But judge is a harsh word. But I'm gonna tell you about yourself. Those are the type of friends you need. But the friend that's gonna let you do stupid shit ain't your friend.
Yeah, I definitely hope you guys have friends that are gonna tell you when you're wrong. Keep it all the way real.
Not disrespectful.
Not disrespectful.
It tells you about yourself.
Absolutely. And having those type of friends is super important, because who else are you gonna talk to? Like, when you're going crazy and out of your mind, you're supposed to have that friend group that you can run to. And honestly, if you don't, you need to reassess your entire friend group. Like, if you have certain friends in your circle, and I don't have any of these friends, but if you have certain friends in your circle that's gonna run and tell all of your business, you need to get rid of them. Sorry to tell you, but if you have those type of friends, they have got to go, because that's not okay. Again, it's supposed to be a no judge zone when it comes to your friend group. Those are the ones that you're supposed to be able to confide in, and if you don't have that, yeah, no, they got to go. Energy is another big thing. If you have the energy in your friend group where you feel as though it's jealousy, because I see this happen 1,000 times more, and I don't even know if they were friends, but I did see that Ice Spice and Cleotrapa thing. I don't know how close of friends they were, but when you look at what they're going through right now, it don't seem like they were that close of friends, or even real friends at all, because that shouldn't even have happened if they were real friends. Nothing near it. Like,
because first of all, my friends ain't never gonna go hungry. If I'm eating, you eating, and vice versa. That
I'm never gonna tell you to come somewhere, especially
if
if
no funds,
right, and be like
hungry,
right, and then just basically tell you you're assed out. Like, I think that was completely unacceptable. Again, industry stuff, so maybe there's something I'm missing about the situation, but friendships and industry things, getting those two tied together, maybe not even be the best bet. Might as well keep those things separate. It's like business and relationships, keep them separate, because it's always going to be a conflict of interest. I didn't watch the whole TikTok series. Like, I think I just seen the bits and pieces they posted on the Shade Room, but even just from the first couple of videos, I was just like, oh.
I watched a little bit on TikTok, but I was getting tired and I put my phone down.
Well, what exactly did she say? What exactly did I miss out on? Like, key things.
You basically know the key things, the stuff about the food, and
that threw me for a loop. What was she supposed to do?
That's what I was confused about. And then I did hear a little piece of what Ice Spice was saying on that because she's still on that. What is that app called that we used during the pandemic that you don't
Clubhouse?
see? There it is.
Yeah.
That.
Okay.
She was on that talking stuff about it, and then saying she was weird and all this other stuff. That's your friend. I ain't gonna see you hungry. That to me is weird.
Exactly. I'm not gonna invite you somewhere and tell you that you don't need to bring anything, and then act like that. Like that.
And then she told her last minute, like the day before.
Yeah, no, that's unacceptable.
And then she was like, "You only got like 10,000 listeners, and I'm sharing my platform with you." Okay.
The whole time Cleo was popping before that. That's what I didn't understand. But
see, I didn't know Cleotrapa before even this, but you know me,
I knew of her, of course, but tell you the truth, I'm not even a big fan of Ice Spice. But besides that one song, I don't even know why she's famous. I'm just kind of like,
do you rap or do you tweet? I can't tell.
Big Lotto. Sorry, I'm a Big Lotto fan, so I mean,
Big Mama. Oh,
the original Big Mama speaks, but I'm cracking up. No, seriously, like friends like that. And didn't she like call her fat? Like basically,
it was a whole bunch of stuff. She was just talking about her bad, and I was like, that's the end of that friendship, because you're not about to disrespect me on front of millions of people.
Exactly. I think that's totally. No, it's not okay. And again, friends in your friend group is super important. Jealous energy, I mean, not even referring to their situation, but if you feel a certain type of jealousy, if you feel a certain type of just negative energy, and I'm really big on negative energy when it comes to friends, and that's why I have the friends that I have. There's been certain times where I'd be like, just being close with a certain person, I felt like negative energy just kept attracting to me. And it don't even just have to be friends. I could say family too, because I've also experienced that, where I just feel as though anytime I'm around you, it's negativity or negative things start happening in my life. Like anything like that, I know automatically I have to remove you, because you are the problem. And I'm super big on energy, especially now. Even my friends, if I feel a certain type of energy, you probably won't notice, but if I get around certain people or friends of friends and other people come around when we're out and things like that, I won't have too much to say, because I can feel the energy in the room. Like it's not sitting right. Like even if it's a friend's friend and they're just weird, I don't really say too much about it. And I'm not going to speak on it either. I'm not going to come to you and say, hey, your friend is not really your friend. Because long and behold, and I just had this happen, I felt this way about one of my friends, and I felt this way for years, ever since I've been around them. And I'm not around them often, but when I see this particular friend in her own separate group of friends, I just noticed that there's one or two people that's just, I don't think is really a friend, and come to find out they had a falling out. And I'm just like, now this was my chance to tell her, like, that was never really your friend, boo. And I didn't want to tell you because I'm not a hater, but that was never really your friend if all of this happened to unfold. So the type of friends that you keep in your circle is super important, especially when you're healing. You got to have somebody to confide in. And if those people around you are not it, get you a whole new group of friends, boo. Seriously.
I want to go back to the birds of a feather flock together, because I ain't really get a chance to speak on that. I feel like I'm like in the middle of that, because when it comes to your friend group, like, there gotta be something that y'all all are like the same on. So when they say birds of a feather, it's like me and you tight, we're alike in a lot of ways, but there's a lot of ways where we're different too. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we flock together, but it don't mean like
we're one and the same.
We're one and the same. You get what I'm saying? There's certain things about us that make us flock together. So that's kind of like,
it's certain characteristics.
Yeah.
Like our friend group combined specifically, we like to party, we like to hang out. Like, those are things we like to drink together. Those are things that we like to do. But my actions and your actions outside of that friend group does not necessarily have to be the same.
That's different.
Yeah, like we move differently as individuals, but we have certain things that we all like doing together. Which, that birds of a feather flock together. Listen, I ain't gonna say what I was about to say. I was gonna say what I was about to say. I was gonna say, well, my friend group ain't a bunch of the word I wanted to use was sips to you, because we're not all like that. But it is what it is. I think that.
But again, that's what you do. You gonna do you. I'm gonna do me.
And we're gonna meet back in the middle. Simple. It's just that simple. And choosing friends is just, it's important. Like, I think it's super important to just have friends, period. Like, it doesn't have to be a whole bunch of friends, but your select few, I probably got 4 or 5 maybe super close friends. And even not everybody in the group knows every single thing. Again, you know everything, but everybody doesn't know every single thing.
I probably don't even know, but that you kept to yourself or whatever. But I don't know, but I be knowing. You be trying to hide, but sissy always gonna find out. Period.
You can never keep anything from you too long, as far as I know.
She gonna find out because that sissy intuition go off.
I'm like a little sim. To my friends, I'm definitely like a sim. Like, I don't even understand how I just get a random text message like, why are you over here? Like, then I get hit with the eyes. Like, I know y'all be checking my location. Y'all ain't low.
I don't even gotta check the low. Because you ain't low. I already know. Bars.
Why are you over there? Like, wait a second. And those are the type of friends that you need. Friends that are going to check your location and be like, you doing something you ain't got no business doing. What are you doing? And then it kind of be like that snapback, like, dang, they right. I'm not even supposed to be here. Shout out to Clarissa, because it definitely be her too. You and Clarissa definitely be like,
ma'am,
hello? What is you doing here? What is you doing? Like, you right. Let me go ahead and head on home. But again, friends like that are super important. And I want to bounce off of that to say that I have had experiences where in my relationships, my friends were not supposed to know anything that was going on. And I kind of want to get opinions on that, because I feel like maybe it doesn't need to be all of your friends, but I feel like you need specific friends that you can confide in, especially the ones that know you, to be like, hey, am I tripping? This is going on in my relationship. Like, am I, like, an outside opinion? Like, am I tripping, or do you think I'm right in my head about whatever's going on? I can't stand that. I feel like that whole keep people out of our relationship thing is I don't want to say one-sided. I don't even know the phrase I'm looking for. I just know I can't stand that whole.
I have like because your relationship is your relationship, and sometimes I feel like if you tell your friends too much, it kind of cows their judgment. Like I've had friends that will come. I feel like I'm Dr. Phil. I'm always hearing people out, and you're telling me so much about the bad things that are going on, and all I'm hearing is about the bad things. And I'm like, well, why are you staying with this person? You know what I'm saying? Why are you staying with? Why are you dealing with it? But there's also good things about the person that you never tell me. And then now your friend, then you're upset about why your friend doesn't like your man, your girl, whatever you are, your orientation is. You know what I'm saying?
Your orientation.
And then you don't like him. Like I have friends, I'm like, I don't even like this man, but you steady staying with him. Stop telling me stuff because now I don't like him. You get what I'm saying? Like I still want to be there for you, but if you're gonna keep doing the same dumb thing over and over and over and over again, after again it just sounds like a broken record and I don't want to hear it no more. But you still should have that friend that you can run to talk to. But I do feel like your friend should know all your business.
That's true.
Like, okay,
Not every single thing.
not every single thing. Like if there's something going on, like you suspect he's cheating or whatever, and you just want an opinion, like this is that and the other, blah 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 blah, and that's your friend, that's your ace, boom, this is the person that you know you can talk to and with no judgment, or sister, family, whoever, then that's fine. But to be telling every single thing, that is your relationship, that is your separate thing. Because I'm pretty sure some people do pillow talk, but I'm saying I'm pretty sure you're not telling all my business to your man or your girl, whoever.
Right.
So that's how I think.
And then that also creates even the pillow talking thing, that creates a perspective on the other side too. I mean, there would be little things, but even just from this past little relationship or whatever you want to call it, even from then it'd be like, even before you know, he really got to know my friends, he already experienced like how my friends like to party and maybe a little bit how wild it could get. So then it created the perspective of, oh, your friends are whores. And it's just like,
you don't go out with your whole ass friends.
You always hear that. Oh God,
I just want to drink a little.
Like, oh my gosh, this was the magic sentence was, your friends, they want to be around guys, which means they want you to come out so you could be around guys too. And it's just like, I be chilling, I be observing, I be watching the festivities. That don't mean I got to participate because I am the one, I think at the time, I was the one not single, besides you, but you know what I'm saying, in the whole group of its entirety.
No, at that time, I was single.
Yeah, so everybody's single but me. So it's just like,
when I was single.
Your whole friends want to go do host stuff and they want to drag you to do host stuff too. So that means you're going to go do host stuff too. And it's like, no, I know how to sit, mind my business, observe what's going on. And then most of the time I'll be like, all right, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go home, be with my man, go. Yeah, like.
We was at Woody's and it wasn't even not there. Dude who would want you over there. You're like, I want to go home to my man.
Yeah, like I feel like I have this certain thing about me when I'm in a relationship where it's just like, I'm not even gonna start because I know the trouble it can lead to. So I'm already like, I'm trying to enjoy myself, but at the same time I'm not really enjoying myself because I'm trying to be extra mindful. Mm-hmm. So I feel like that plays a big part, is that trying to be super mindful of my partner. So I'm just like, I'm not gonna go and shake my butt as much as I would. Like I might do a little 1-2, but I'm for the most part gonna sit here and be nice and reserved because
keep it very cutesy, very demure,
don't start
very mindful.
Don't start with the no. But yes, that would pretty much be what it was. Like, I don't want to get in no extra trouble than I already may be in. I'm cool with keeping my head on my shoulders. And at that, I also don't want nothing to get back to my other person too. Like, oh, your girl was out here wilding out. Then that's something that I have to answer to. It's about me mindful about my partner's feelings. So I'm gonna stay cute and classy and sit, have my drink, relax,
That's like I like being with somebody who's gonna let me be me. Am I gonna wild out and be doing the most?
Right.
No. But my man knows I like to drink. My man knows I like to shake a little, a little something. But he knows that's me. Because at the end of the day, who am I calling and going to after?
You're right.
Him.
I agree.
I'm not out here wilding. You know what I'm saying? So accept me for who I am, but know that I'm being respectful towards you. I'm not out here doing the most.
I agree. Because that's important. And that's another thing about also
Trust.
having a good friend group is that because you have some friend groups where, and I have never been in this situation, but I've heard of other people being in a situation where it's like, say if you do go wild out with your friends, one of them friends is going to go back and say, guess what your shorty was out doing when we went out the other night, and it's like, can't go out with you no more. Don't have them type of friends, because baby, one of my friends did that to me, even though I've never went out and wild out while I was in a relationship, but if one of my friends did that child, please, what happens in the friend group stays in the friend group in the friend group chat, all of that. Don't go running my business back to my other half. Like, don't do that. And it's also, what this also reminds me of, I don't know if you've seen it, but it was something about how Carly Rae doesn't like her friends being around her man or nothing like that. And I partially understood where she was coming from, but at the same time, it's like, one, you should be able to trust your man. And on the other hand, you should be able to trust your friends. But when Carly's perspective, I feel like it was more about her not trusting her friends rather than her man.
Carly can't talk about nothing because Carly is the messiest person around. Carly is the one that's going to run back and tell you that Carly is that friend. So her perspective, at least in Carly Rae, if you watch Love and Hip Hop like that, Carly Rae is the messiest one. I just seen a video today where she got some screenshots.
Yes,
yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Screenshots. Jasmine's here the receipts.
It wasn't even a full thing. It was things blacked out and everything. Like, yeah, baby, if I'm gonna show you some receipts, it's gonna be receipts, baby. Sorry. And then I don't like that. Then she wants to do it in front of everybody. Like, I'm not about to embarrass you like that. Like, I'm gonna pull you to the side. Like, yo, sis, come here. Blah 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 blah.
That's how they keep their ratings, is for it to end up being messy.
Yeah, but that's why I'm not taking shit from Carly Rae.
Even though I do think Rashida's a dummy, but
you're a dummy, bitch.
The same one that's been engaged 7 times and ain't never been married. Like, what? Oh, she was married to that Mo, and that was like a year. Like, what are we talking about?
Poor Carly. I'm just going based off of what she said. Like, what is it really? Like, is it you don't trust your friends? Then I feel like
she don't want her business getting out there.
But that's different. Like, okay, you don't trust your friends or you don't trust your man? Like, which one?
Both.
Well, then you need to reevaluate everybody around you if you don't trust nobody. Now, I will say this. I will say, from not personal experience, but from a story I was told from, I might as well go ahead and say sperm donor. Sperm donor did tell me a story where he lived with his ex-fiance. They lived in the same house together, and he said something about he kept, the girl he was with at the time kept having this friend around, or she would come over all the time, or whatever the case may be, or she would be at the house while the girlfriend was at work, fiance, whatever you want to call her, fiance was at work. And he kept expressing to her like, hey, I'm not comfortable with you leaving your friend around while you're at work. Like, I'm just not cool with it. So him and the friend, and I don't know, I don't remember if they ended up messing around, but I think it was something along those lines where she was at work and they ended up doing whatever. But at the same time, it's kind of like, y'all were both wrong. One, you already knew that was a friend, and the friend was definitely wrong, because why are you coming on to your friend's man while she's at work and you just sitting around her crib, taking showers, getting out the shower naked, all types of stuff.
That's the instance where I feel like you could beat the girl ass too, because you're my friend. Because your loyalty lies with me, and his loyalty lies with me too. So I'm beating both of y'all up. Because who you trying to play?
I feel like I wouldn't even want to be in no situation like that. Like, that is too messy for me. Like, one, if I'm not there, there ain't no reason for you to be there unless it's a situation where, you know, you messed up right now, you gotta live with me or something. But at that point, I need to make sure there are 2 separate bathrooms. There's an upstairs, there's a downstairs. Babe, what are you doing today? Oh, I need to make sure y'all ain't gonna be in here too long at the same time and go about your business. There's certain things I gotta have in place.
But see, if I have to feel like that, I just feel like that's a problem with the both of them. Like, I feel like I could leave you and my man in there. I know damn well you don't want my man don't want you. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, I trust you with my life, so
and it's not.
I shouldn't have to worry about that. Now, there's other people maybe might be skeptical, but if I gotta be skeptical about that, you're not welcome in my house.
I'm not even saying it as like a skepticism. It's more so, you know, I know what everybody's plans are, because truth be told, with people in their friend groups, like, other people could have that skepticism. Like, I don't have that skepticism. I trust everybody around mine, but at the same time, with other people, it's kind of just like, if you have that, even that little bit of an inkling where you are in that situation where one of your best girlfriends and your man is in the same house, take the precautions. Like, hey, what are you doing today? Okay, that's cool. What are you doing today? Okay, that's cool.
So you gonna do that with your mother? You gonna do that with your cousin?
Well, the way Rashida's mom was there to knowing Kirk in that video, I don't know.
Cause I'm just saying, it can happen. I done seen videos where the mom done screwed you. You know what I'm saying? The cousin done did it. The sister done did it. So at this point, it's just, do you trust the people around you?
That is true. I trust
it don't even
mine.
just gotta be friends. It could be family. Because sometimes family do you dirtier than your own friends.
You're right.
Blood ain't always thicker than water, and I always say that shit.
Cheers to that. Even though I took my drink already. Cheers to that. But still,
Ice.
we need some ice.
Mm-hmm.
That's because we don't waited so long to open the bottle.
Yeah.
That's insane. Friends, you really do have to know who you can really, really, really trust down to the end. Even if you've got one really good friend, I feel like that's a start. Now, I recommend 2 or 3, because who else do you want to go hang out with? You gotta have things like friend dates. I also slightly want to get into being friends, but not being friends all the way around the board. And if you know what I'm getting to, you know what I'm getting to. Because we've had this little spiciness going around. We ain't going to get into super details, but I don't like choosing certain friends always over others. And if we are friends and we are tight and we've created this sisterhood, I don't personally feel like, hey, all of a sudden I'm not going to show up to all of your events, and you're just like, hey, whatever, you brush it off as nothing. Like, I feel like that makes me feel some type of way. And I think you have better words for this than I do.
Better words? Just don't forget who your real ones is. Like, don't get caught up in the hoopla. Like, you can have other friends, you can be there for other friends, but just don't forget your A1 day ones, especially when they've been there with you since in the dirt. You know what I'm saying? Since you got it out the mud. Like, I'll be rooting for you, cheering you on, and you just safe. Can't even cuss. Screw me. It's gonna make you feel some type of way. But then I guess that's where the whole, you have some friends for a reason and some for a season come in. Like, I mean, we're not as close as we are. Some people grow apart, and I guess maybe that's what that is. And I've learned you can love people from a distance. So at this point, it's do you, boo. I love you, but I'm just gonna back up because I don't chase a soul.
Yeah, no. I'm not that big, but I'm still not gonna chase you.
I'm not chasing nothing.
I'm gonna reach out. I'm gonna say, hey.
You see me? Do I look like I chase anything? Hell no.
I can't wait to find a clip to put in.
I just stand up like, do you see me? Oh, this is me. You think I'm gonna chase anything?
We ain't chasing no man, no friends.
I ain't chasing no friends. I ain't even gonna chase after family, bro.
No, absolutely not. I'm not chasing no family. If you don't reach out to me, baby. Okay. I might extend an olive branch. Maybe I don't even chase my baby dads.
The only thing I'm chasing is a bag.
That's it.
Let's go get this money.
Hello.
Hello, preacher. Amen.
Hello. Hold on. Cheers to that. A bag.
That's it. And that's all. I just feel like. And then that just comes with, you know, what box do you put your friends in? Like, does that friend, let's just say that, does that friend move from friend to maybe associate? Or not even friend, because that friend could start as a sister, then move down to a friend, and move down to an associate, because now instead of being able to tell you everything, I don't feel comfortable telling you anything because I only see you once a year.
I don't know. I kind of group, like there's my close friends, and you have regular friends. I got work friends. You got your new adult friends. You got childhood friends. Like everybody's in their own little box of how I do friends. And that's just that, like that friend in particular. I still love you. Yeah, I know what I'm saying. And they're never not gonna be my friend in my head. We've been friends for too long, but
That is true. I agree.
I just, like I said earlier, I love you from a distance. I'm still gonna be rooting for you, but behind the scenes at this point.
Yeah, it's
I
not
don't want to show
gonna be
negative on nobody. You know, I want to see you win. It's just, am I gonna be there with you when you winning? No, because clearly you ain't want me there.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Friends, in particular, they show up when they want to show up, and that's a big thing. And sometimes not show up at all. So it's like, okay, cool. I'm not gonna force you to show up, but you know,
Still love you.
still love you. It's all love. It's always gonna be all love.
It's all love.
I have friends that I don't talk to for months at a time, and it's just like, hey, it's still all love, but you're not where you once were. And I think that's where it becomes a little bit painful, because it's like you're supposed to be somebody I can tell everything to, and you kind of, maybe it's the individuality.
Or it could just be, we all grow, like, again, grow apart. Life happens. Because for a minute when I was married, me and you wasn't talking every day.
You're right.
We'd have our moments, we talk, we catch up, blah, blah, blah. The love ain't going nowhere. You was still my ride or die. It was just, I had my life and, you know, away from hometown, and you had your life here, but it still ain't take no love away from it. And I still was building other friends where I was at. You still was my A1 day one. It just,
For
life
sure.
happened. You get what I'm saying?
Life plays a
So,
big part in how.
But I was never not inviting you to things. If I was going to have something, I was never not going, you know what I'm saying? Like, still here, and you knew you could call me at any time. Like, that was never not a thing. But
That is true. That is true.
people go different places and different in life. But I never forgot about you. You were never not, like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
I would never not respond to a text message.
basically.
Like, I'm always I'm gonna get back to you. I'm never gonna forget that you reached out.
Because even when I called you, like, sissy, this is what's going on, blah, 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 we was back like I never left.
You know who to call?
Ghostbusters.
Who you gonna call?
And it's like that. I just feel like friends are so important, but the right friends. If they have that negative, jealous spirit, get them away from you. Oh my gosh, get them away from you. I can't tell you how many people I done plucked off the board just being like, too close, negative, too close, jealous spirit, too
And you
close.
can feel it, because especially when you got good things going on in your life and you telling these people this stuff, I also had to learn, like, some things that are going, like, you got to keep to yourself. Like, certain things in your life you got to keep to yourself until it's like, all right, with the job, like, you know what I'm saying, you trying to get the job, you doing X, Y, and Z. Some people will wish bad on you, and that bad energy will trickle, and now you don't even have that no more. You kind of have to wait until you get that and then say something, because you just never damn know.
You gotta move inside, and that's with a lot of things, because people make things so public these days. It's like, just hold on to it. Like, I know there are certain things like that I've talked about before it's like actually happened, and it never ended up happening. And that's because I wanted to be one of those ones. I used to be that one. Now you don't really know nothing until I'm at the goal. Like I'm there already. And even then I'm like skeptical of what I talk about. Now me trying to be a content creator is like really hard because it's like I do have to talk about like certain things. And even then I just feel like there's those, what you call them, eyes. What do you call them, eyes? You know what I'm talking about. When people talk about it, it's like almost like a blue eye emoji.
The evil eye?
The evil eye. It's like seeing a post like celebrating something could have those evil eyes on it. And it's just like, well dang, it never happened. So it's like when I'm posting content, I just think of how many evil eyes are even stopping me from progressing. Because now, even though I don't know it automatically, I can feel it. Like, why am I procrastinating today? I know I'm not supposed to be procrastinating, but how many evil eyes are just like, oh, I'm tired of seeing her face. And even if it's all that, baby, let me tell you something. If you is tired of seeing my face, please delete me. Please don't unfollow, delete, because
you can mute me.
Unfollow me if you're tired of seeing my face, because now that I'm dipping more into my healing post and my trauma post and things like that, it's like I know there's evil eyes on it, and I feel like I'm not trying to let it stop me from moving certain ways, but a part of it does, because it's like subconsciously, you get what I'm saying? I don't wake up and be like, oh, there's evil eyes on this post today, so I'm not gonna post today. Like, it just be like, dang, I'm too tired to post today, or dang, I really don't feel like it, or dang, like everything else is coming up. Like, I just feel like that comes from there being evil eyes on what I'm already trying to accomplish. So respectfully, if you don't want to hear nothing I got to say, keep it scrolling, because it's not necessary. Just live your own life. Live your own life. That's
why I don't post my business. I don't post my business. What you see is me, like I said earlier, having fun, doing me. Unless you was in this little circle, you ain't gonna know.
You ain't know nothing. You don't know nothing that's going on. And even,
unless you just peep little things. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just because you see how I move or whatever. But am I gonna go show you if I get a new car? Am I gonna go post my new car? Nah, because you got haters. Now I just got this car and now I'm crashed up. You know what I'm saying? But things like that have happened. I've seen people get a car and that same week the car going.
Yeah.
You got haters.
There's haters
everywhere.
everywhere.
Move like that, but there's people who are just what you call miserable maddies.
Miserable baddies. That's what I said the other day, because it's just like me. I'm gonna be real honest with y'all. I go through all of my viewers, and I know who's viewing just to be a hater and who's viewing just because, you know, they ain't got nothing else to do. I know the difference.
You see me like it.
I know the difference between the viewers that are there to just be viewers, like whether it's my story, whether it's my post, whether it's Instagram, Facebook. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go through them viewers. I wants to know who was watching, and I'm not gonna say most of them, some of them definitely be miserable maddies. And if you're gonna be a miserable maddie, I mean, unblock me, unfollow me, go about your business. It could be something as simple as going out. Like when we went out last week and I post something to my Facebook story. You know, these days I don't really post too much on my Facebook stories. Everything is going to be on my Instagram, if anything. But
make sure you follow us, by the way.
Of course. Make sure you follow us. Of course, I'm going to leave everything in the comments. But still, I'll go through them viewers and I'll be like, oh, you're just being nosy. Oh, you're just being nosy. Oh, you're just being nosy. You're just being nosy. You genuinely like me as a person, so you're here, you know, just because you genuinely like me. But I can definitely differentiate miserable maddies, and that could be men or women, miserable maddies from genuine people that...
Because there are these sassy men out here.
Oh, yeah, the sassy men. The sassy men. But I feel like a lot of the times, now me and my friend group, my fun group. That's how it is. My fun group. But my fun group. Yes.
F is for friends.
Me and my
stuff together. U is for you and me.
Try it. Anyone and all of them.
Other U is for you and me. N is for anywhere and anytime at all. Down here in the deep blue sea.
You know what? Don't even get me started.
You know I love SpongeBob. All right, go ahead.
Me and my friend group actually get compliments, believe it or not, even down to side note, like, you know how I have my one guy best friend, and we've been best friends for
A minute.
16, I want to say 16 years. Until this day, me and my friend group as an entirety, I get compliments.
To this day.
Sorry.
We get compliments that we are still as tight as we've been since high school, elementary school, middle school, that we are still just that tight. And when you have genuine friendships like that, now I'm not saying,
Thank you.
now I'm not saying that people don't fall off, because as wide as my friend group was, the fact that I still have key players in the friend group, and there has been some new friends that have replaced old friends, ones that have fallen off, and then you got certain ones that come in a little bit later in life, but we're just as tight as if we've known each other for years, because that's the point of having genuine friends, people that are genuinely in your corner, and that is super important to have. If you're getting compliments that, hey, dang, y'all are still tight, y'all been tight forever, ain't nobody ever fall off, that is one hell of a compliment. I'm actually pretty proud when I get those compliments, like, hey, you and this person and that person is still friends. Like, that's crazy, and that's really good, because I knew who to have around me and who not to have around me. But moving on. Sips wine.
And that's why they think we're really sisters, and we can play that off because of how tight we are and how long we've been friends for.
And none of that public stuff. Like, if you do have a fallout with your friend, and that is a genuine friend, actually, if you have a genuine friend, it's never going to make it to the public eye. Like, it's going to be a fallout, but it's going to be not even a fallout. If it's a drawback or a fallout, it's going to happen in private. It's never going to make it to Facebook, Instagram. It's not going to make it to social media.
I'm
That's
not
what
tell
you
your business either. What you told me while we were friends is your business that you told me while we were friends.
Right, and that's the sad thing about friendships these days, is that people get mad at one another and then they want to go to Facebook and air out somebody's business. Like, when has that ever become okay? Like, it happened, you fell out, that's it. Like, you don't have to go say, hey, this person, what was one of them posts? This person's got crunchy pennies on their floor.
We felt like, truly don't be your friends. Y'all be quick to say, oh, that's my friend, and really don't even know that person. Kind of like with relationships, y'all be quick to jump in a relationship and really truly don't know that person. You just met that representative, you didn't really know them. And that's where that weird.
Like, have you truly seen an individual in all of their seasons in order to even call them your friend? Like, you've seen me at my best, my worst, my in-betweens, the good days, the bad days, the nappy hair, my hair. You done seen all of the seasons. You've seen me give birth. We could not be any closer. She has seen me give birth, literally. Therefore, it's like, but you're not gonna go say, hey, she pooped while she gave birth. Like, even though I don't think I did I? I didn't.
I don't think you did.
I don't think I did. I just want to throw that in there. I don't think I did. But, you know, if we have a falling out today, she's not going to go say, yeah, I seen you give birth and it was hairy and you pooped yourself. Like, she's not going to go say that, because
I seen your nappy pussy from here. Sorry,
that movie was crazy.
That movie was
I was actually scared. Like, I actually had chills from watching that movie. I was also in the dark with Cameron late at night by myself, ready to go in the room with my mom. Like,
in here by myself, laid up on this couch watching this.
Watching the friends that is in your circle is super important, especially through your healing process. But we will get into that on the next episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, turn your notifications on, because we will be back on next episode of Wind Down Wednesday with Monet and Aisha. If you haven't yet, get your wine glass so you can enjoy Wine Down Wednesdays the same way we do. And if you haven't, but your copy of Heal and Thrive, the self-guided journal for self-love, self-care, and self-confidence, I will leave the link down in the comments below. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. Cheers. Bye.
I'm looking for a dime. That top of the line. Cute face, little waist with a big behind. I need a dime. That top of the line.